What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sport topic, and today we're going to talk some basketball. Orlando Magic fans and Magic Nation, I know it's been a long time, a little over a month, last time I made a video. I think the last video I made was the game against Cleveland. But, you know, I wanted to do a video, and I should do one, especially after the Elfrid Payton trade, because I've been talking about that long time that he wasn't the guy. I want him on the team as a backup, but he was the guy as the main point guard. I fell for the Magic. I've been saying that since the summer, before that, because like I said, that's what made me start doing these YouTube videos, was that draft trade. Well, it was the draft, this past draft, because we did take Dennis Smith Jr. But I didn't get a chance to make a video after that, and I'm sorry. So I just got through watching the Detroit game, the Magic win 115-106 at home against Detroit. Aaron Gordon played a good game. He almost had 20 points in the first half. Ended off the game with 27, 13 rebounds. Nukovic, 20 points, 12 rebounds. He played very solid. But what most impressed me of this game was the play of Jonathan Isaac. Even though it was a small sample size because he's on a minute restriction, I liked the way he was playing defense. He was very aggressive. He was very disruptive. Look like those way, like he was changing passing lanes and altering shots and making shooters change the way they're going to shoot. And 1/2 a second change the shot, they give up a good shot, turn down a good shot and do a bad shot or do a bad pass, and then he tips the pass or he blocked the shot, blocked the inbound pass that made it go into overtime. I like that. I like that. I'm not completely, like I said, after a couple of watching some of his after watching some breakdowns of him in Florida State, I said I was going to reserve my judgment on Jonathan Isaac until the end of the season. He got hurt, so you got to take everything with a grain of salt. He got hurt, didn't get to play. I ain't tripped. I see the potential in him. I like what I see. Don't know what he's going to do on the offensive end. But as a defensive, being disruptive, I think he will be, I'm not saying he's going to be dominant, but I think he'll be very, 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 very good. At the very least, I think he'll be very good. And, you know, there's been some questions from some people about AG. Is he the best player of the team? Yes. Aaron Gordon is the best player of the team. I've known that for the past 2 years. Since basically they got rid of Vic. As soon as they traded Vic, I'm like, Aaron Gordon's the best player on this team. It's not Fournier, it's not Nukovic, it's Aaron Gordon, it's AG. And, you know, if you were a fan of AG, when there was talks that the Magic were not shopping him, but, you know, putting it out there trade-wise, listening to trades, if you liked AG, you were upset. If you're not a fan of AG, you happy. The reason why they did that is because he's going to be restricted free agent, and they want to gauge the market for him and see what he's worth. No matter what a team offers, because he probably will be offered by some teams. I don't see him getting a max offer from another team. He might. I really don't see it. Not because of him, just because of he hasn't been able to showcase a lot of his stuff, because he's had some injury concerns of his own. He's never been an all-star or anything like that. So I don't think anybody's going to offer him a max deal. But even still, even if someone did offer him a max deal, the Magic are going to max it, because they're going to have to build this team around. They're going to have to build this team around him, no matter if it's Trae Young, no matter if it's the center. If somehow they get to the #1 pick. Because, you know what I mean, the NBA is not the NFL. Still at the draft lottery, they could have the fourth. They don't have to have the worst record in the NBA to get the #1 pick. It gives you a better chance, but it doesn't have to. You don't have to have the worst record. They end up getting the kid from Arizona, that center, who actually I like, because I'm not saying he's Dwight, because Dwight wasn't offensively, and from what people say and from some of the stuff I've seen, he's not all that defensive minded, but he's built. So the way he's built and reminds me of a Dwight Howard. So could you take him and pair him up with Aaron Gordon and Jonathan Isaac. The bad thing about this, I don't know how the spacing would be. That's why I'm more in the Trae Young, because I don't know how the spacing gonna be. And then you're gonna have to have a point guard. I mean, DJ Augustine was looking good today, but I mean, DJ Augustine, you can't go forward with DJ Augustine. You need a point guard. That's one of the reasons why I wanted Dennis Smith last year. That's the reason why after that I was talking about Trayvon Duval, which if you don't go after Trae Young, you could go after Trayvon Duval later on in the first, and then maybe trade or do something, maybe to get Trayvon Duval, because Trayvon Duval is not thought of as a lottery pick. So you might be able to slip into the Trayvon Duval, who I really like. But this team really needs to get more spacing. But the way the ball was moving today was good. I enjoyed today's game. It was a real good game. I liked the way they played. I mean, say what you want about Detroit, but Detroit is battling the AC, but they're battling. They're half a game out of the seventh, and a full game out of six. Like 5, 6, and 7. Like they not really separate that much record wise. Like they can end up getting the 5th seed, so they can go from the 8th to the 5th seed, or not be in the playoffs at all. So they are playing for something. And you could tell that they were playing for something in the Magic stayed with them. I was saying all year when they was playing against Cleveland. Every game that they played against Cleveland involved 20 points. They beat Cleveland the first time by 20 points. Then the next 3 games, the Magic were down at least 20 points. 2 of the games they lost, they was down 21 points and came back and won the game. So they can compete. It's certain things there. That's why some people may be talking about, are they going to fire Frank Vogel? I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. Someone asked me to do a video about, are they going to fire Vogel? They could. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. I don't know who they'll go after. And I wouldn't be surprised if they bring Frank Vogel back, because Rob Hennigan gave Frank Vogel a bad team. Rob Hennigan constructed this team poorly to give to Frank Vogel last year, so you can't really take his whole record as a Magic's coach, because last year his team was a badly team presented to him. It was orchestrated poorly. You got rid of Vic, and you got rid of players. He didn't get a chance to coach Tobias Harris. He didn't get the best Magic team that he probably could have got if he would have got the job before Scott Skiles, basically. And then this team here started off good. You had the injuries with Aaron Gordon, and then also they learned how to play without Elford. And then when Elford came back and they tried to fit him in, and it didn't. Because remember, that high start happened while Elford wasn't playing. So it's a lot of different things that factor into it. I wouldn't be surprised if they fired him, and I wouldn't be surprised if they keep him. If I had to bet money on it, to be honest, I think they'll keep him. To be honest, I'm not advocating, because give me options and I can make a better assessment of what I would want to do. And also I can make a better assessment of what they want to do. Right now, I'm like 50-50. They don't. I need the options first. Like, give me coaching options. Comment below if you got some options for me, and I can put that into another Magic video, and I can think about it a little bit more. But as far as right now, like I said, I think it's 50-50. I don't even think it depends on what the team does forward and what type of team they can construct for him, I think, to be honest with you. And also do your key guys, like your Aaron Gordons, like your Jonathan Isaac, who I think is going to be a key guy. Nukovic, maybe. Simmons, maybe. Fournier, maybe. Your key guys, do they like playing for this guy? Do you think they can grow with this guy and succeed with him? So, like, share, subscribe if you haven't. Comment below if you haven't. Click that bell to get more videos. I'm sorry for the wait. I'm going to get you some more Magic videos soon. Comment if you got some coaching ideas. If you got some draft ideas, because I want to start focusing on the Magic draft, because we know we ain't going to the playoffs this season. So if you got some ideas of who you think we should do, what you think we should do in the offseason, who free agencies, who you think we need to come up and look after, comment below, and I'll make some more videos about it. Give me some more content. I'll holler.